Hello and welcome, my soul tribe. We're going to just get a message for today. Just a message that it may align with you, it may not. Remember, never give your power away to a reading or an outcome. You're a conscious creator. You shift and change your timeline with your free will choice. So never take anything that doesn't align. But this is a pretty powerful and important message that's coming through. So let's go ahead and get into it. We start out with the Justice card, fair judgment. So you could be making a judgment call, but overall, it feels like this timeline I'm connecting with today is about karma. And with this Justice card and fair judgment, it feels like the scales are being balanced here. It feels like with the Nine of Coins, we have prosperous victory. Some of you might have recently become single. You might have navigated a situation that was really within your integrity. You didn't sacrifice or compromise on things that were important to you, and you're being rewarded for that. You know, she's like on top of the world there, receiving those coins. Many of you, it's like the love and the value that you've been putting out into the world, into the universe, and the people around you is returning to you. Many of you watching this, you're on some sort of platform, some sort of social media platform, because you know she's up there, right? And there is this victory that is coming your way. Okay. If you gave your time and energy and love to someone who didn't reciprocate that, right? That could be returning to you, and that energy could be returning to you, not necessarily from that person, but in a blessing. It could be in the form of material. It could be in the form of the material or the Nine of Coins here. Some of you could be, winning some sort of, it's like a karmic battle, kind of, right? And so there is definitely this blessing that's coming in here. But yes, if you poured your time and energy into something or someone that did not reciprocate or did not value you, it feels like that value is returning to you from the universe in the form of, it could be money, it could be opportunities, but it's in the material with the Nine of Pentacles. It's something that's of great value to you, okay? We also have the Five of Wands, frictional conflict, and the Hanged Man, rewarded sacrifice. So there was some battle. There was something that you were just kind of like locked into. It could have been an egoic battle. But you decided to just let it go with the rewarded sacrifice. You decided to just say enough's enough. And really look at what you were fighting for, right? Was it worth it? Was it the right way to go about things, right? And for some of you, it was like you didn't have the answers. You just surrendered and you just allowed the universe to kind of bring that answer to you. You chose another direction, or you chose to, sometimes if you just even remove your energy from a situation, it shifts and changes, right? Sometimes you're feeding the fight energy and you don't even realize it. Where attention goes, energy flows, obviously, right? But maybe it was a competitive energy, egoic energy, lower frequency energy, like enough. This could be within your own self, right? Or your own obstacles, or a message that the universe was bringing to you through challenges, that there was another way, that there was a better way to do things. Oftentimes when we're out of alignment, things become more and more difficult, almost to the point they're impossible to continue moving forward on a path or a journey without a lot of strife and density. Sometimes we do have resistance when we're about to level up, but this is like all signs lead to no. Like that's kind of what's coming through here. So with that Five of Wands, that could be it, where you just kind of decided to surrender, to gain another perspective, to integrate a new way of being or going about things, to even like surrender your ego. Okay, that's something else that's coming through here. Then we have the Death card and we have the Seven of Swords. So we have necessary ending and we have the Seven of Swords, hidden deceit. And then we end it on the Six of Swords, needed change. Okay, so for some of you, this is a way that you've been operating. You've maybe been, moving in a way that was far more difficult, and you could choose a path or choose to operate in a way or with a different perspective that could definitely shift and change things here for you. In order to move forward in a more smooth way, right? The ego is like, I'm right all the time, I'm this. So like you might have been somebody who like caused a lot of arguments, or you were dealing with somebody like that, right? And there could be an egoic mask. That could be the Seven of Swords, hidden deceit, that is being released here. And you're taking the steps that are required for you to be able to move forward with that Six of Swords energy, having integrated in that knowledge. There could even be some sort of inner child healing also with that Six of Swords energy, right? Some of you might have a guide or somebody that kind of helps you move forward or helps you see these things, these kind of messages or lessons that are showing up. Some of you, it's like you were fighting for someone or you're fighting for something and there's deception. And you're like, I'm out, I'm done. I'm moving on, I'm moving forward. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands, all indeterminate. Okay. So with that Seven of Wands energy, you know, that's you becoming very clear about the direction you want to move in. And focusing your energy in that way with the Seven of Wands. Some of you here might have been fighting to hold on to somebody that was going to be leaving anyway. Or again, there was definitely a huge ego shift happening here. Again, this could be vice versa. This could be somebody you know if it's not you. There could have been someone who's very emotionally manipulative here, because on that mask there's a tear and it reminds me of crocodile tears, right? So if something suddenly ends in your experience, I feel like you were protected, okay? I feel like you were being protected here because you may have been very loyal and all in and fighting, you know, for someone or a relationship or for something that just was not in alignment, right? Was deceptive. Let's clarify that. Soul searching. I think you knew deep down in your soul true motives of maybe this person that's exiting or this person that was deceptive, or that was something you kind of called to do, was take the time to go within and listen to your intuition. You might have been so distracted by the fight or the competition or the challenges or trying to solve the puzzle, right? That you weren't hearing your inner voice. You weren't hearing your intuition. And you're preparing for your Ace of Cups, your emotional readiness, your fulfillment. Actually, to match, we have the Five of Swords. To match with somebody who's like you, who is all in, who is determined, who's not deceptive. Right? Look at this. These two are kind of a match in their determination. And then we have the Four of Wands, grateful togetherness, and the Ace of Cups, emotional readiness. Some of you might have been fighting for something that just wasn't, the person wasn't emotionally ready. But again, they could have been quite manipulative with the Seven of Swords. But they didn't really know who they were with the Hermit. They have to go on their Hermit's journey, this person does. But in the meantime, you might align with somebody who has that fight, has that passion, that desire, that drive, and is ready, who wants the same things that you want. Let's clarify that. Clarify the Five of Swords. The Magician. Yeah, you're manifesting this person in. Okay? Let's clarify what you're all in determined about with the Seven of Wands. I feel like you have a vision, a goal, a dream. You're determined to move forward. Okay. So you may not know exactly what you want. I think the universe heard you and is starting to bring that in, because you have like these different doorways. What you all are determined to do is move forward. You have the courage to move forward, to leave something behind that wasn't serving you, or to accept something that is leaving, right? Yeah, we have the Tower energy. It's a big shift. It's a big change. But then you have the Page of Cups, new excitement. So there's definitely something new coming in here that you're manifesting in that's more in alignment with your frequency. And I think that you also fought for yourself. You're the warrior, but you're also the peaceful warrior with the Three of Wands. Notable growth, right? You decided to focus on yourself. So that Five of Swords was you having the courage to leave someone who's deceptive, or to let go of someone who's deceptive, or situation, so that you can move forward to your peace, to your happiness with the Ten of Cups. To being really proud of yourself. You did have to fight hard. And this was a huge shakeup with the Tower energy, right? I'm saying this was, so I feel like this already happened. This is just confirming and giving you that well done and that support to continue moving forward here, because you're working toward your Ten of Cups. You're aligning with your Ten of Cups. Some of you might be athletes, or you're training for something with the Three of Wands. You might even just be getting back into fitness. But you're encouraged to keep going. And to trust in your intuition. If vibes feel off, you know, those vibes are off, right? Let's clarify this Four of Wands, grateful togetherness. Yeah, spend time with those that are grateful to have you in their life, right? That bring you joy, that bring out that inner child. Yeah, those that help you on your journey when you're moving through adversity, right? Places where you can rest, where you can recharge, where you're supported, where you're held, right? Non-judgmental spaces, I just heard. Wow. Powerful. Well, you get your fire back with the confident Queen of Wands or King of Wands, confident ambition, and you unlock that higher timeline and portal, like the magical goddess that you are. Yeah, some of you are healing from a Three of Swords. You did deal with a tower here. But you're aligning with the right people and energies and groups that get you, understand you, support you, that are high frequency, that are next level, that are comforting, that are welcoming. Let's clarify that Ace of Cups. I think you need to give yourself a cheers. You need to give yourself some appreciation. Yeah, here he comes, King of Wands. Now we have counterparts. There you go. There you go. I love this timeline. Ace of Cups, somebody who's emotionally ready, somebody who's ambitious and passionate, maybe even shares the same vision that you do. You know, you're obviously magnetized and attracted to each other. And look, now we have Judgment. We complete the circle with Karma. We have earned reward. I get too that this person likes your light and they like your shadow. Okay? And I love that because we started with the Justice card. We started with Karma, we ended with Karma. So it's, that's beautiful. That is so gorgeous. I love it. Earned reward. You have so many earned rewards here. See about this other person exiting the picture, exiting the scene that you walked away from. They're going to pursue their coin. This is somebody's more materialistic. And they're still figuring out who they are. So again, they kind of have to go on their hermit's journey. Do we want to know the karma of this person? They have to heal their inner child. They have to go to therapy. Okay, that just came through. They have a mother wound. We have the Strength card. This person was searching for a mom, not a partner. Okay. And now we have the Strength card. Yeah, I mean, this person, it's a good thing. Like, they're going on their journey. They're going to do their healing work. That's good. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess everybody wins in this. I guess there's, the karma for this person is they have to go do their healing work. And the karma for you is you open up a new timeline and you get to spend time with people that you love, and you align with somebody who aligns with you, with your passion, with your loyalty, with your, your reward. Like this, it just seems like the universe, as you continue on this aligned path, keeps giving you rewards in places where you can rest and recharge and heal, and manifesting your desires, right? Empress energy, yeah. Nurturing creator energy, and earned rest, 4 swords. So well done. That's what I have. Receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.